Hi everyone, this is Michael of michaeltabaradi.com, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the basics of a funnel, just so you can get an idea of what you need to be doing from the get-go. Now, with funnels, there are so many different ways that people can come to a landing page and then opt in, but I'm going to be talking about a free way and I'm going to be talking about a paid way. And this is primarily going to be focused on an information product that you have developed or provided, or a service that you have that you actually want to get people to actually get to see. Now, let's say, for example, you're doing it the paid way. The best thing to do is to make sure, and let's say you're using Facebook as well, the best thing to do is to make sure that you've done all your research and you've set up everything. I'm not going to go into that stuff. I'm just going to be talking about the segmented bits. You set up a Facebook ad, and this could be a conversion ad or a lead form ad, okay, that has an encapsulating video that draws people in. This video could be testimonial based, so you could have a number of different testimonials that are focusing on really edifying how you've helped them as individuals. Or you could have a video of you talking about you helping people solve a specific problem, okay? And it could be a really sort of like quick training, which leads on to basically offering them more insights into understanding how they can solve their problem even better if they opt in. Okay, so that's another way to do it. And a final way to do it is to really talk about your story, what you're about, how you can relate to them as an audience, how you overcame what you did, and giving them a call to action to make sure that they actually opt in to the offer. Now, you can have a combination of a short copy, long copy, or medium copy on your Facebook ads, but you have to trial and test to see what works for you. I'm not going to say one works better than the other. There are some instances where people do long copy and that gets a lot of engagement and a lot of conversions. There are other situations where short copy works really well. It's straight to the point and you can get people to opt in. It's very important to make sure that you check Facebook's policy, ads policy specifically, to see exactly what you need to be doing to make sure you're compliant, okay? But the image or the video is very important. Okay, very important. If you can do video, that's great, but you can also do pictures as well. And pictures of people usually do really well. If you can do a picture of yourself, really clean, nice, friendly, approachable picture, that does fantastically. If you can't, then maybe do something that's a bit more tailored around your industry. Remove yourself from like using pictures that have like lots of words. I wouldn't even put any words in the picture if I could help it, and just focus on doing that. And then, you know, maybe you want to do a learn more button or sign up button. Again, this comes with testing, but let's just say for this example, we're doing a learn more. So you get taken to another page. And if you're doing a lead form, then you'll still be within Facebook. And that's the benefit of making sure that you do a lead form ad, because at the end of the day, it will pick up the email of that individual, so that person's email on the Facebook account, and they can just fill in their name if you want to get their name as well. Okay, so that's the benefit of using a lead form. If you're doing a conversion ad and it's going onto a landing page, then what you need to be doing is making sure that you have an encapsulating bold headline that's big enough but not too big, that really draws to the problem and or the desires of that specific person in mind. Then it has to have maybe an intro video that really explains a bit more about what they may be getting, or a really good picture of yourself in action, or of the product. So then again, it reminds them of what it is. Then you may want to have like a sub header underneath the header that basically emphasizes what the header is actually trying to do, but it's not overpowering in terms of text, font, and size. Then underneath, so you've got the header, you've got the sub headline, and then you've got the image as well. Underneath that, you may want to have bullet points really edifying the desired outcomes of what is going to, or what the person will get if they actually opt into this offer. And then you may have some sort of testimonials at the bottom, a little bit about you and your story, and then maybe like finish it off that way. And in between all of this stuff, maybe even below the actual video or image, you can use a really nice button that says, yes, you know, give me the goods, or something like that. Just basically see what your competitors are doing and understand what makes sense for you, okay? This is why you trial and test. Make sure you use the right sort of like colored buttons. The main thing that you'd be testing in this whole thing is the offer. Okay, that's the main thing, and then maybe the headlines, and then other stuff becomes sort of like secondary nature. But really truly, just get this done. So make sure you have a button underneath the graphic, and then maybe a button down below to make sure that they actually sort of like opt in. Now with this button, you're going to integrate, or you're going to add a pop-up to it that allows them to enter in their name, their email, or just their email address, and basically a call to action to make sure that they actually follow through with their actions. Now this whole submit form is basically going to be integrated to an email list that you set up via an autoresponder. So that could be via Aweber, SendLane, MailChimp. It depends on what you're using, okay? Now to create this actual landing page, there are so many different things you can use. You can use WordPress, and there are specific plugins or actual themes that you can use to create your landing pages. You can use funnel builders such as Leadpages, OptimizePress, Kyvio, or ClickFunnels. It depends on what you want to do. It depends on pricing for you, and depends what you know to work based on your research as well. So focus on making sure that you have the right sort of thing. I think funnel builders are really useful. The subscription based ones are usually quite useful because they are, do you know what I mean? I don't know what else to say about that. So think about how you can sort of like put that together. Then you also want to make sure that you have a thank you page. Now make sure that your actual offer is not on your thank you page, and your offer is set up in your email autoresponder sequence that you're going to create for your specific lead who opts in. Okay, so anyone who opts in as a lead. But on your thank you page, you want to give them instructions that basically say, congratulations or well done. Check out your emails to receive your free training or whatever it is, or your guide or checklist. And maybe you want to have some sort of other sort of information that links them to other useful things like a Facebook group, or I don't know. You just need to see what people are doing so you can work that out for yourself. But you don't want it too complicated. You want them to go to the email. What some people do is they try to see if they can upsell them. I'm not going to be talking about this in this video. I just want you to have it as simple as possible so you understand the basics. But if you do actually create an upsell, then you want to give them sort of like quick additional training that may be very, very useful, and then you can sell them afterwards, after that training has been done. But that's just a very quick example. So that's how that looks like in terms of Facebook ads to actual sort of landing page to thank you page, and then them getting an email where they'll get a welcome email with the offer and instructions of how what they would expect from you as an individual, and when you're going to send the next email as well. And then over the next 10 to 14 days, it's just going to be a series of different emails that really helps to solve their problems. Okay, so providing as much useful information as possible to help them solve their problems. And then you can drop in an offer. It could be an affiliate offer. It could be an information-based offer that you created where they can actually buy and get much more consolidated help. You can work with them hand to hand. And that's how you do it. You just need to think about what sequence you're setting up. So there's a welcome email. There's a number of different emails that are set up between 10 to 14 days. And then boom, you send them an offer. And it's normally some sort of time sensitive offer or sensitive based on price. Depends on what you're aiming to do. It could be booking a consultation. It could be a course. It could be a membership site. Whatever it is, you just need to see what works for you. You need to test that for yourself. That's one way you can do it. So let's say, for example, you're not using Facebook ads and you're just doing search engine optimizable friendly posts, and you're producing a lot of posts every single day or every single week, or you're using YouTube as an example. Then what you can do is just make sure you have the links to that landing page in the YouTube description or in the video, so people can see this offer continuously every time. Well, not for every single content post that you produce, but make sure you have a good number of links to that landing page so people can actually know it's there, it's visible, know that they can actually click on it and actually go to this landing page and get this offer that will help them solve their problems. If it's for your blog posts, then what you can do is have a bottom bar or a top bar. You can test to see which one works better permanently there, and you can have a pop-up for when people actually start to exit your page. So as soon as they start to move towards the X, then a pop-up pops up with this offer. And that's what you could do, especially if you're producing very quality content. If you have a podcast, again, you can say at the beginning, middle, and or end of your podcast, again, research to see what people are doing and understand what works for you, and have the link to your offer at the end on the description if you're using SoundCloud or iTunes or whatever it is that you're using. So that's how it works really. It's just making sure people have access to that link, okay? Link to the landing page, but you need to provide them with some form of value first, whether that's the Facebook ad or whether that's your free content via podcast, video, written content, or all free. And then they can actually go to this landing page where they can see all this information. Then, they opt in as a lead. Then they get taken to the thank you page, and they'll get a series of emails over 10 to 14 days of pure value. Okay, of course, they're going to get a welcome email with the actual offer you promised them, but they're going to get value in between. And then you're going to offer them something, whether it's information-based, affiliate-based, coaching-based, whatever it is. And that's what you need to do. Okay, so go out there and do it. Check out what other people are doing, model their success, read more about this, watch other videos about this, and just get started, man, because it doesn't have to be that complicated. You just need to set it up, just be confident, and test. Make it as simple as possible at the beginning. Then you can get a bit more snazzy and technical and do those other things. But go with what works. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to this channel to check out more videos like this. Give this a thumbs up if you really enjoyed this. And in addition, if you think people could actually benefit from this, then make sure that you share this with other people. And yeah, just create a buzz. If you've got anything you want to say about funnels in general that has worked for you, just leave your comments below. Until next time, take care, God bless, understand, reach, and expand. Peace.